There goes the nude discussion then.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another Monday night, 7 o'clock here, obviously in Australia on the East Coast, and 9 o'clock out there. Dan?
Yep, sure is.
There you go. The full regular team is back, obviously. Next to you, Mr. Bills of Brick Builds.
Hello.
Dan, obviously, in with the 9 o'clock timing. Trying to look in your background to see if you've, have you spiced anything up today? Is anything looking different at the back there? But it's
Fiat.
the Fiat build. There you go.
I think that's it.
Obviously, Mr. Cheap Jokes with a different, not in your little corner tonight.
No, I'm at a friend's house. And I'm like, I just got to duck away for half hour, guys.
And this week's superstar, the controversial winner of season 1, Henry. How are you, mate?
Oh, bro. How are you, man? How are you, boys?
Mate, we are good, and thanks for coming on and making a light-hearted show, a happy show.
That's all right. I felt the show needed some legitimacy, so I thought I'd chime in, mate.
Well, the chat's on fire. Michael Sargent, evening lads. Graham, I love you, Henry, mate. The crowd is. You know what? We don't even need to chat. Let's just make it solely the Henry show. There we go. Watch the numbers go through the roof. Let's obviously start it off with the main and exciting thing, I guess, for yourself, man. I'll share the screen here on the right one. Lego Ideas, no stranger to you, obviously. You're a kinetic bull rider.
Oh, you guys want to do some stress testing, huh?
So, well, there you go. Some stress testing. That'd be fun and exciting. There you go. There's a better photo of it there. There is.
This is going to move. I reckon this is going to move heaps when it's not. Because I blue tack it down sometimes just to make sure, like, it doesn't go crazy.
Did you write that on your Lego Ideas description?
Please include 4 layers of blue tack.
It comes with a strip of blue tack.
I love that it looks like the cowboy / bad dude out of The Simpsons too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hank.
You know
What's his name?
like?
Hank. No.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It looks like the guy from the Bond episode, right?
Yeah, it is Hank something, I'm sure of it. Brent, tell Kay to stop playing Last of Us 2 and get in there. Kay's playing Last of Us 2 because he wants to go and watch that cut scene that everyone's on fire about. There we go. So how much stress testing have you done for this, man?
All right, so that's about halfway. So we're going to turn it up now.
I'm assuming you've run it on full bore, or is this an internet exclusive?
All right, this is going up full bore.
Jeez, it's got some movement.
The camera can't even keep up. It's struggling.
We're about to see Technic Pin breaking in real time.
Yeah. So
actually, look, I'll show you something. It's pretty funny, right? So I'll just turn. So if you, I've got 2 sets of controls, right? So it's got the 7-speed motor that winds it up, winds it down, right? But then it's got the other one that goes full ball all the time. So when it's spinning, it actually goes way faster in the full ball mode. So here, I'll show you. Watch this.
Is he smacking the drawers behind him?
Jesus. There you go. So someone's come up with a name. Hank Scorpio.
Hank Scorpio.
That's the one.
Thanks, Michael.
So that's Henry's alter ego, Hank Scorpio.
Hank Scorpio. So, as an idea set, once it's obviously approved, what's retail going to be?
$400, I think.
Is that what it comes out as? Is that parts plus like 30%?
No, you know what it is. The whole set. Hey, Henry, turn it 90 degrees if you can. So the whole set is $99, but there's $300 worth of tassels. That's where the value is.
The tassels were expensive, man. The tassels were expensive.
How did you obviously bricklinked? You didn't pull apart Chinese sets.
No. I bricklinked it.
That's insane. So is there future plans to or did you try put an animal, or you wanted to make it look like a proper bull rider game ride?
No, look, I wanted it to look like a bull rider, just like a mechanical bull. But I'll show you something. I'll take him off for a second. You'll see how, like, it doesn't, because the bull rider is actually, you know, it's heavy, right? So if we put him to the side, you can actually have a lot of fun. Like, the seat is actually pretty fun when you just go crazy on the seat. Like,
put the Batmobile on it.
What's that?
Put the Batmobile on it.
You can put heaps of stuff on it, man. You can do like heaps of stuff with it. It's a pretty smooth mechanic. See how you can just stop it and start it whenever.
It's good that you got full control on it too.
Yeah. I want to put a couple of 1x1 rounds on there and see how long it lasts.
Do a dinner plate. Do a dinner plate on there like that.
Very, very cool. So I'm going to post. So everyone that is watching, I'm posting the link in the chat. Go follow the link and give Henry obviously the support on Lego Ideas. Get in, and then you'll see obviously up there. Click the support. He's only got 181.
Get into 200 by the end of this stream.
You know what? I was looking earlier, man. Obviously, you know we've got the other one selling Lego Ideas. You're moving saloon and that. You're slowly becoming the Wild West guy.
Yeah,
man, I didn't even think about that. When I was building it, I was like, oh, this is actually another Wild West build.
Yeah. So your next thing, I'll put it out there, is going to be a horse and cart that rolled like a remote control off the Batmobile, the old Batmobile remote.
The horse's legs actually move.
Yeah, no, I want it by next Monday's show too, please.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
Thanks, all right, Bilsy. So obviously a lot of new stuff come out, or a fair few things come out online, media release wise, not actually physically. You can go and buy them. Last week, we were kind of hinting at it with Dan, and Dan was lucky enough to get into the crew and the videos and all that. So a few things come out. First off, obviously, was the train, the locomotive train. So it's like not even a traditional style shape or nothing, huh? I think they've done well. Any of you guys? I know you're not a train person, Henry, but now that you're a Western guy, you're gonna have to go out and get this.
Man, do you know you're talking about the brown train one, yeah? That
crocodile locomotive, yeah.
That's it. So I was speaking to a couple of mates that are legit train guys, and they were like, "Man, it's a pretty ugly train. Like, if you're going to pick a train, why pick that one?" Like, it was weird, right? Because I thought, "Oh man, these guys are going to go ape over this," but it was like they'll still get it though. They'll all still buy 4 of them.
They'll all still get it. What's the history with the train? Is there a story behind this crocodile?
No, I don't. I think it's just an ugly train. Like
there is a story. It's a remake.
Yeah, there is a story. They were only used in 2 places in the world, I think, and there was only a handful of them made, and there's only literally a couple that are actually left working now. And this one was a reproduction of, I think, one of the European crocodiles. It might have been used in Switzerland or something like that.
Yeah, they're majority Switzerland, Swiss trains back in their day.
And it's an electric, like the real one looks like it's got the wire things at the top. So the original was an electric train, I'm guessing. So it's not a steam.
Yeah, electric diesel, yeah.
And also on the same things have coming out last week. I'll open your page, Dan. The Mario stuff, more of the Mario stuff come out. Guys, go and follow. Actually, I'll take that link. I'll put the link in our chat. The more of the options, I guess you could call them, come out. More of the suits.
17 sets in total, I think.
Dan, you're the advanced person on this. Give us a rundown on it.
I think there's 16 plus the 17th. There's 10. Or is that doesn't include the 10
minifig?
Minifigs does it.
Blind bags.
Blind bags. No, I think there's 16, and then there's 10 of the other blind bags.
So is that 16 including all these obviously power up pack type things?
Yeah. There's 16 boxes worth. Yeah.
You know what? I still don't like it. I still probably won't grab it. I don't think it's
how does the game work? Because I still don't quite understand how it's fun.
If you go and watch Dan's video on YouTube, it literally explains it as they play it.
I'd have to. All right, I'll go watch it, Dan.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We've actually got Mario here. This particular Mario is is bricked. So I've got a call with Lego to try and fix it later. So I can't actually demonstrate it. Now, I do have to put a caveat on that. We did get sent beta copies. So, and we have a beta app. So there are things that are going to break. That was the job.
Right.
So the deal is that all of the tech is in the Mario figure. If I actually turn him on, he's not doing too much at the moment, but you can see his eyes light up. And
not even creepy. That's so cool.
No, this is creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy without the lights, without his eyes turned on. But so the long and the short of it is, there's a color scanner and a barcode reader in the bum, and what you do is there's also a gyro in there as well. What you do is you build a course using the sets that you acquire from Lego or whatever. You bounce Mario around, you touch the barcodes, he interacts with those barcodes, you collect coins, and at the end of a 60-second countdown, you get to the finish line and you get your coin score. In a nutshell.
I don't know how it's more fun than the actual Mario game. I still don't know how it's more fun.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to be honest. My question with this right from the outset was going to be, what is going to be the longevity of play? You know, I feel like kids will play with it for 10 minutes and then they'll put it down and that'll be it.
Now, can you build your own courses or anything like that?
Well, that's the thing, right? So this is the thing that I do like about how Lego have done this, is they show you how to build all of the things that Mario interacts with. They expect you to build the courses out of your imagination. And it is very simple. There is no way that you can screw it up. It's very, very easy. The courses are very distinct.
You haven't seen me build. I think I could screw it up.
Some of the new parts are very distinct, and you can tell what they're supposed to do, right? And, you know, so I think all of that's really good. But again, I still come back to you bounce your Mario around, you collect your 60 coins, and you finish, and then what? So I don't know. It'll remain to be seen.
With it, man. I think the biggest problem with it, and the reason why it will fail, is because everyone that grew up on Mario is now in their 30s and 40s, and this is aimed at kids in their 5 to 15. It's not going to. It's the wrong generation. It's Minecraft Lego worked. This won't.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I believe that the vast majority of AFOLs that want Mario stuff want Mario minifigure based sets.
Totally.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know why they didn't go down the same path as Minecraft. You know, Minecraft is awesome like that. Like a Mario minifig would work so well with those, you know, the bags that they're going to release. Like, they're going to look awesome.
Yep.
Yep. And I think, in all honesty, see, this has been a 4-year partnership. They've been working on this for 4 years. And from what we understand, Nintendo wanted Lego to do Mario sets in minifigure scale, and it was Lego that wanted to go down the digital track and make it interactive. So
no way.
There may be sets that come in the future. They didn't rule it out. They didn't say yes, but they didn't say no. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's got to start somewhere. It's like Minecraft started with the micro worlds, which were, you know, the first one was a Kuso set before it was Ideas, and then that shifted into mainstream sets. So I wouldn't shut the door on it just yet. I think this is probably just something for Lego to, you know, to get in the can, so to speak. But it has its pros and cons. I think as a mock builder, there's 32 new elements in the first wave.
Wow.
32, including a 2x6 tile, which I have not seen yet. That's in Bowser's Castle. So there are some cool parts, and out of those 32 new parts, some of them have, you know, 6 different colors or 8 different colors. So, you know, there's some nice stuff coming in that sense.
Right.
Is it expensive because of that? I don't know the RRP on a lot of the sets.
Well, some of it is pretty expensive. I think the most expensive set is Bowser's Castle. I think that's about 180 Australian.
Jeez.
Whoa.
220 New Zealand, I think it is. The next biggest one is, I think it's like 120 New Zealand, might be 100 Australian. I think somebody added it all up, and to get the whole lot was just shy of like $900 or $1,000.
Yeah, wow.
For the first wave.
The starter set's not too bad. It's like $80 or something like that, and it's got all.
I think.
So I think the starter set's a good price point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Kart line would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think if they did a Mario Kart line, maybe in that size for their Marios to fit in, say, like a remote control Batmobile, then you'd see the AFOLs spending big money.
Yeah. If you could race them, that'd be sick.
Yeah, definitely. The other one that was stupid expensive, obviously, that was released that, AFOLs are definitely going to go nuts for, was these two.
Oh, yeah.
Overpriced. They are cool. They are really, really cool. And they look like they're a decent size. But for almost $300, I mean, I'd rather spend $400 on Henry's Bull Rider.
Dude, like all I see are those rounded corner pieces on the camera that are new, and I'm like,
yeah,
awesome. I'm gonna use those.
All right,
and the color of the camera as well.
The color's new too. Yeah.
Oh, is it? He's not reddish brown.
No.
It's got a funny name to it. I can't remember what they called it, but yeah, it's definitely a new color. Like, when you look at it, like some of the part usage is kind of cool. Like, how he's got the upside down buckets for shorts and a few other different pieces is all right. But, obviously you stamp a Disney name or a Star Wars name or whatever, well, technically Disney on anything and doubles in price.
Yeah. There's a new the eyes piece in that is a new half dish. So it's like an 8x8 half dish or something like that, or a 10x10 half dish. Yeah.
That's useful. That'll be useful.
Yeah. And I think that
just scrub the eyes off it.
That the bend in the knee on Mickey's knee, 2x2 elbow.
Looks like an oversized macaroni piece, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I heard his nose is a black helmet that has been not in production for years or something. Is that right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
His nose is like a space helmet that hasn't been.
Oh yeah, it's the old classic style space helmet.
Yeah, wow.
What's the diff? Is it really different?
Maybe there's no crack in the middle.
Don't know.
With any crack.
But yeah, it is that older style, not the newer style.
The box art on it too is the same, the new style, same as the Haunted House and the Crocodile Train.
That real minimal, no background, just focused on the set.
Yeah, well, they're targeting it at adults, so it's a whole new range of stuff. See, I'm going to pick that one up. So my wife and I will stream that together. We'll build it together. We'll build one each. Both of the Mickey and the Minnie have their own instruction manual. So it lends itself to either a salt.
Oh yeah, like that. Yeah,
either a solo or a couples build.
If you're a Disney fan and the actual builds and what they look like, it's kind of cool. But I mean, I'm just a tight ass, and at the same time, it's too expensive for what it is.
Yeah,
it's too expensive.
I'd pay $200 for it. I'd pay $200 for it. I think $280 is just that's pretty hefty.
Oh, $280. It's $320 over here.
Oh wow,
$40 difference, and our dollar is within 6 cents.
I'm sure Rick James will have a little bit cheaper than everyone else, so we'll just go there and buy it.
Yeah.
We'll ask Henry later, how does he batter his eyelids to get the cheap and the freebies, and we'll all get it.
Have you started building it?
What's that?
Have you seen how big they are? They're not small. They're actually quite sizable.
They are. They're photo of them next to a mini pig.
Is there a size on here?
If you look at their ear, that's an 8x8 round plate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big thing. There's a
It'd take on one of Henry's mechs, I reckon.
You need it next to something for size comparison, huh? There's
Well,
nothing.
if the nose is a helmet, that's a pretty good indication.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll pull up a.
It'll be the size of the Hulkbuster. It'll be the size of the UCS Hulkbuster, I reckon. Be similar size.
Bigger than that.
As much mass.
We could put one either side of Voltron.
There you go. There's a combination.
Yeah.
Can we get an update on the votes on Henry's thing? Are we close to 200 yet? Big refresh. Come on.
181. Rick,
Man,
about 30 centimeters.
Can I?
Yeah.
No, Rick, we're talking about the Mickey and Minnie.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna cop it after this, mate.
Oh Jesus!
Oh look!
Oh, there we are.
Yeah,
How big's that human though? I need to know the human's height.
I thought you were gonna say how big's that Asian lady. You were gonna say it, weren't you? You were.
No.
Yeah, I guess it's a good size. It is a good size.
It's a good size.
They picked a model with really small hands to make it look a lot bigger than what it is.
Definitely a showpiece.
Yeah, it's a decent size, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not tiny. They're the sort of thing that will look great on the wall behind you, sort of thing, when you're streaming. So for me personally, you know, I can see them sitting up here in the shelf for a wee bit, you know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize the comment was staying on the screen for so long. I didn't, you know.
Thanks for looking out for me, Rick.
So good. What about you, Andrew? We didn't talk to you last week. Are you building anything? You chasing any sets? You making any more YouTube videos? What you've gone MIA?
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of stuff ready to sell. So there's some sets from what would it be, maybe 10-ish years ago? So some old Toy Story ones, some old City sets that are just taking up space, and I don't use them for anything. So I thought I'll sell a few things.
Make sure you get to me if you got any NBA stuff.
Yeah, there's one NBA one there for you. So I'm basically going through the bags, making sure all the pieces are there before I list everything up.
I'll take the Toy Story stuff off your hands, bro. Send me a message.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, Rick's on fire tonight. Gotta love you, Rick.
Rick's just pull Rick's comment up again, his profile picture. So I took some photos for him, and this is me just like knocking them all over and being like, haha, they're in space. And he's like, no, I love this photo and wanted to use it.
Yeah, because your real ones are probably crap.
I put a lot of effort into those. The white ones.
Actually, was that taken on your iPhone 3? It looks like it's an iPhone 3 photo.
says the bloke tried to show us a video that was all over the place and stuttering. Actually, I talked about Rick. I cleaned up my minifig bags the other day, and I found one of his really, really old sig figs that when I first met him, he gave me. It's too far away in the screen.
It's too far.
Yeah, it's ancient, old. When are you going to build the Batmobile, Henry?
After I do the Gundam videos. I'm going to.
Oh yeah, explain to people about the Gundam videos while we got you.
Oh man, I thought I always get hit up with how do you do those joints and stuff. So I thought, you know what, I've been trying to do all these different things since LEGO Masters, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go back and do something that I know how to do really well and I enjoy. So I just thought I'd start making those videos, and I had a really good response to them today. Heaps of people messaged me and commented and said, you know, this is really good. Heaps of them were from Leppin. And said, thank you for posting those videos. You've shown us how to make it.
For those that are watching that don't know, this beast here, this monster of a Gundam, so if you're into Japanese anime, you can see the minifigure down here, the size of this thing. I wish I could find my photo. I was grabbing its balls, but it's huge, but it is well built. And like Henry said, And I'm sure there's photos here of it bending. There's the driver inside. And of course the old school Sentinel. Compensating for something, Henry. But yeah, no, I'm sure there's a photo somewhere that it's obviously you've got it that it bends and flexes and does all the And this is the joints you're obviously talking about that people ask, the elbows and the knees, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. So like I'm gonna do like a shoulder, then the elbow, then the knees, and then all the the leg joints and all that, because they're pretty complicated. But I think if you did it, like you'll get a kick out of it.
So are you showing them just how to do the joints on the heavy stuff, or is it just like just the technical joint parts and stuff?
No.
Like, are you going to go through and show them how to build a Gundam, or?
No. Like it's probably too intensive to show them exactly how to build a Gundam. I'm going to show them like the main principles, because the thing is, right, I can actually make the joints different, but because it's got to fit the aesthetic of the Gundam, they're that way because of the way the Gundam looks. So I'm showing them the principle, then I'll show them how to armor it, put armor on it, and you can put your own armor, whatever you want, and sort of like, because I guess the trick is putting all the system bricks on top after you've done all that technique stuff. That's the hard part.
So let's go to say your Poseidon. How much different is it?
The frame
3%.
is almost identical. Okay.
So if anyone follows your videos and gets onto your YouTube and that, they can make kind of any large figure, so to speak.
Correct. That's the whole point. That's exactly the whole point.
Oh, that's cool then. And so are you going to go back and change the Sentinel so it can bend and flex?
I've thought about it, but I'm just like, man, I couldn't be stuffed. I could not be stuffed doing that.
All right. So I'm just make sure Leppen have your YouTube link so they can start reproducing what you're making.
Leppen 2021.
It's been on pre-order for 2 years. They'll love it.
They'll milk it up. It's funny though how much Lego ideas stuff I see advertised at for sale on Leppen.
Oh,
crazy. Insane.
I haven't even been to their site in ages.
Oh, and I just see it because I follow Bill and Andrew all the time, and it shows always recommended links. So they obviously. Dan, what are you building on Twitch in the coming week, other than your Star Wars crap?
I only Star Wars crap this week.
Oh, it's good. So I'll watch it for us.
What have I got? I'm building the fucking Dom's charger tomorrow, which not really looking forward to because I hate Technic. I'm building a commission on Wednesday.
The Ducati and the cars, man, like even ask Bill, like I'm starting to really, really love Technic now.
No,
is the Ducati good? Ducati's good, eh?
Ducati was really fun build. I enjoyed that so much. I went out and bought the Bugatti after it.
Wow.
Okay.
You built the Cyan as well, Bilsy? You've built the Cyan, haven't you?
No, I haven't opened that yet. Because the last building we done finished the Ducati with Bill.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've got the Bugatti sitting here as well. So I will build it soon. It's burning my patience. But yeah, it does. But I did read, who's the Technic guy? Sariel. He done a comparison to all three, and he said still the Bugatti is still the best by far that he's ever built set-wise.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to building the Bugatti. I built the Porsche, and I got to say, it's very monotonous. It's not fun. The model is awesome, but the build is really boring.
The Batmobile is not far off because you're doing so much detailed stuff on each side. You're just doing everything twice. But it is a fun build, but it's huge.
And is this where you slide in the plug for brick bracket?
No,
that's not me.
Twitch.tv/between the bricks if you want to hear some boring advertising and Star Wars streaming.
I don't
I did get the
that often.
I got the Light My Bricks for the Batmobile though, and that was a struggle getting them in. I ended up pulling it all apart, and putting them in from scratch. Basically, it's kind of a lot easier doing it that way as long as you know where they need to end up. But a lot cleaner.
Already built it. So if you've already built it, it's not the best way to install the lights.
No, I don't like it.
I
prefer they gave you the instructions saying, at page 45, put in these lights from here to here,
All right, and on that note, people, we are done. We're finished. Half hour on the dot. Bills of Bricks Builds on Instagram. The Lego Dark Knight. Obviously, go and find him. I put the link for these ideas. Go and vote. Even if you couldn't be bothered, you don't even like it, just go vote anyway. Get his numbers up. Cheap Jokes, Instagram and YouTube. Obviously, something coming up very, very soon. And go and give some big love to Dan on Twitch. He's one of the better Lego Twitch. We just like to shit stir him because he's a Kiwi. So much love, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Hey guys.
See you.